All right, time now for All Things Gators, All Things Orange and Blue. Dan Hicken, Frank Frangie. What's up, Hick?
Hey, Frank, how you doing, man? Great to be with you. Thank you, Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, the best in the business, se-ortho.com for all your orthopedic needs. Frank, I don't hear anything.
Yeah, they're quiet.
Crickets.
Oh,
What a fun win.
Oh, was that fun?
That was a fun win, Frank.
We're recording this on Wednesday morning after the Tuesday night victory.
Yes.
Look, I know it's just Vanderbilt, and they may not be in, and it might be two NIT teams playing. I get that. But, boy, was that exhilarating watching it last night. Wasn't it fun?
12-2 close. There's so much to unpack in that game. But, again, I watched Mike White's interview afterwards on SEC Network, and, you know, he likes to use those terms, gritty, resilient, and, you know, I mean, look, it was a weird game because Florida should have won by a dozen. I mean, Vandy kept hitting these threes at the end of the shot clock that were driving me nuts. And they kept going in. And one was like a double pump and he'd throw a swish. And they made 15 threes, Frank, did Vanderbilt, which is the most they've made this year. And it didn't look good. Florida had their usual offensive wall. I think the Commodores went on like a 15-0 run. They kind of had that 7-8 point lead. Florida closed, then they got up again. And then the ending was terrific.
Yeah, and I will tell you, one of the encouraging things about the win is, look, Vanderbilt's not all that good.
Right.
They were good last night.
Yeah.
You got them on a night where they played about as well as they can play. They made everything, like you said, they made shots at the end, and you still won the game. So that's one. Secondly, look, I thought the way Florida played down the stretch, Fleming, who I'll say this, ever since he fouled the three-point shooter at Texas A&M, which was the dagger of a loss, he's been really good. Obviously, the game in Athens, he scored 27 in his hometown. That block was Andrew DeClerc, man. That was Andrew DeClerc on Howard Isley, okay?
Nice pull.
And it was but first the block, then he made the no-look pass to Gatkick.
Beautiful.
In between two defenders.
Sort of amazed Gatkick held on to it, but we'll take.
I am too. and then the shot at the end. Gatkick, by the way, may be fun to watch in years to come. He's athletic. But then the shot at the end, that was, say what you want about Mike White, it was perfectly drawn up.
I'm sorry, what did you say? I didn't hear you. What?
I'm with you, bro. It was perfectly drawn up to where it was clear they were going to Castleton with a bounce pass. And if the double didn't come, he was going to shoot a little jump hook for the win. If the double came, he was going to kick it out to Fleming. I mean, you can't draw it up any better than that because all the options were in play. You knew exactly where Appleby was going. You knew exactly what Castleton was going to do based on what the defense did. It was a perfect read. And how good is Castleton? He caught that thing and delivered it perfectly. And then the rebound at the end of the game. What a good – if they don't get in the tournament, it'll be a shame to play as well as Colin Castleton did and not play in the NCAA tournament this year because he's had a heck of a year.
I think he's all SEC first team. I think they'll find a spot for him, put him in one of the 5 best players in the Southeastern Conference. He's been terrific. And again, that's a kid who was averaging a point a game at Michigan. So there's your development. Look, answer me this. And I mean, I'm biased, so please, but answer me this. Florida, all year long, we heard about how great the SEC was, right?
Right.
I mean, that's what everybody said. The SEC basketball is, you know, the ACC is way down. So we, you know, what's the best conference? And the SEC got some attention. So here you have Florida, who right now is 6th place in the SEC. 6 teams from the best conference in basketball seems like a no-brainer to me.
You would
so why aren't they? And again, I understand, and I listen to Joey Buckets and Jerry Palm, and they seem to be different on Florida a little bit, but, you know, you wonder, but why isn't Florida already in? That was a quad 1 win last night, by the way. I don't know if you know that. Quad 1.
Yeah. It's actually now a quad 2 because they dropped under the 75.
Did they fall out?
It was a quad win at the time.
Quad 1 win at the time, Frank. Don't ruin my mojo.
But I'll say this. I do think this. Look, I've said all along from day one, and everybody listening to this podcast knows this or listen to our radio show, if they get to 9-9 in the league in the regular season, they are in. Well, now they're assured of that.
Yeah.
Okay. They're assured of even if they lose to Kentucky, which I think they're going to, they'll still be 9-9 in the league. And I've said all along, I thought that gets them in. Now, so I'm like you. Why is it all of a sudden not get them in? I think Jimmy Dykes said the top 7 are getting in. Well, they're 6th. So I've said all along, I thought that got them in. But now the reason I have pause is because Lenardi's usually right.
Yeah, he gets 63 out of 64 every year. So
yeah, and he's got him out. So the only reason I've changed, people go, why did you change your mind? You said 9-9 got him in, because Joey Lenardi says they're out.
Yeah.
And so my opinion is, if they beat Kentucky, obviously they're then in.
Yeah.
They're 10-8 then in a very good league. That means they're in. If they lose to Kentucky, I think it's tough. I think it's probably 2 wins in the tournament.
Yeah.
I think beat Kentucky or lose to Kentucky, win 1 game in the tournament, then lose. I think they're out. Now, past teams with the same resume have gotten in.
Yeah.
But I don't think this one. What do you think? Let me ask you: lose to Kentucky, win a game in the tournament, then lose the second game in the tournament, in or out?
Out.
That's what I think.
And and it bothers me though. I guess what I'm saying is there was something that happened. It's like somebody learned something right around, because think about this now. They've won 3 of their last 4 when they had to. So what happened to playing your best basketball at the end? Doesn't that matter? What happened to, they got a marquee signature win over Auburn. They did, after that game, Frank, they didn't move. It almost seemed like they went backwards. It's just very strange to me. And I don't know where that is coming from, but are they one of the 64 best teams in the country this year? In my opinion, yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Agree with, and
by the way, I think if Myron Jones didn't have that broken bone finger, I think they'd be in, because I think he's playing a little bit more like we expected him to play over the last 5 games or so.
Yeah, here's the problem. It's not the best 64 68 team.
Correct.
It's 31 automatic qualifiers and the other 37 best teams. Are they one of the 37 best? I don't know.
Yeah.
I would say they're probably, I'm not sure of that. I think maybe they are. Maybe they're not. If you ranked them, I don't know if they'd be in the top 37. They'd be close.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the reasons it's like this. And look, I don't like the way it's going either. But if they don't get in, they got to have themselves to blame now. Okay. The Texas Southern loss early is an overall loss. The A&M, they had to win that A&M game.
Yeah.
That's the one. They had to win the A&M game.
But it's weird, Frank. You're telling me that a loss to Texas A&M on the road is going to keep Florida out of the tournament. That seems odd, doesn't it?
It does, but I think that's the one. But I think you could look at a lot of narrow misses over the years.
Yeah.
Teams that just missed it, and they look up and they lost that 1 game to Arizona State, or that 1 game to Wake Forest, and I think that's how it goes. But but if they miss, it'll be that night in when they fouled a 3-point shooter against a team that's really not very good. Had lost 8 in a row, and that's the one. And look, I'll be honest with you. I thought they were going to lose last night before the game. I said it on my radio show.
I did too.
And because we thought they were going to lose to a 14-14 Vanderbilt team, that's evidence, as much as we hate to say it, Dan, that even we're not sure they're all that good.
That's fair.
Okay? I want to see them in, but I'm not sure they're all that good. So
do you think Cal can do us a solid in this respect? Look, Cal, you're locked up. You're the 3 seed. Big Blue Nation's coming down to Tampa.
Right.
Let's stop off in Gainesville, probably get a ticket. Probably not too expensive.
Go to Spurs.
Cal, this game, I think Cal deep down has always kind of liked Florida a little bit. Hey, Cal, why don't you let Tshiebwe sit one out?
Rest him.
Rest him up for the tournament. We might have to play 3 games in 4 days.
Yeah, he needs rest.
How about a solid from Cal?
That would be a very solid from Cal for sure. I think he's gonna. Here's what I think. The other side of me thinks Oscar's going for 19 and 16. Okay.
No.
That's what I think you're looking at 19 and 16 on Saturday.
No.
But you know what? Look, it's going to be packed.
Yeah.
Florida does tend to play better in that place when it's packed.
Sure.
Witness the Auburn game. It is a home game. It's the last time that a lot of these guys will ever play in front of that crowd.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all Castleton should get an ovation off the chart.
Yep.
And even though there's a lot of seniors that haven't been there very long, there's a lot of guys that'll play for the last time there. So I think there's a chance. There's a chance they could win. I don't think they're going to win the game, but I might as well go ahead and play it because I think there's a chance. I do.
It's a nice feeling to know, Frank, that the steak dinner is in the bag without Kentucky mattering.
Yeah.
It's a nice feeling for yours truly. For those who don't watch the podcast, we had a steak dinner bet. Not me and Frank, me and a fellow Florida alum. He's one of the MWHs, and I had to set him straight. And so it was nice to get win number 9. He said Florida would not go 9-9 this year. It got a little hairy after that 0-3 start. But again, maybe a little credit to those guys who, when we sit there and we say, we don't know that how good they are. We don't think they're that good. They've won 19 games and only lost 11. But your boy Appleby, I know you're a big fan of his. He had 2 trips there in that last.
What is he doing? What about the 3 when he's trying to draw the foul? What are you doing? You know, he is so talented. Just calm the heck down, bro.
Just go at 90 instead of 110,
right.
And I think you would be really good, really good. But yeah, I thought of you when I watched him. 2 straight possessions. When you're down, you're losing the game, and your possessions are limited, and you just had 2 possessions where you got 0 points, and I'm like,
slow down.
Yeah,
but hey, look, they won the game.
Yep.
They're still in play.
Yep.
If they had lost, they were out.
Yeah.
So I don't know that win and in, but I know lost, they were out. So they're still in play.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
were you over? Did you watch the baseball team last night?
I did. I was at UNF last night here in Jacksonville, and I watched the game. And let me tell you this: they got a little barrel, Dan. Okay. That's a team that they're going to have a little barrel, I think.
Okay.
I hope they can pitch.
Yeah.
But they didn't have a lot of barrel last year.
No.
Okay? But they've got some guys now.
Yeah.
A handful of guys. This Sterling Thompson guy.
Yeah. He had another home run last night.
He had his 4th last night. He's a 3-hole hitter. Throw right, bat left guy. Left-hander can hit. Fabian's coming out of it a little bit.
Yep.
He got robbed last night. He really gets the barrel through the zone. And their best hitter might be this guy, Colby Halter from Jacksonville.
Yeah.
The leadoff batter, the second base, left-hand hitting second baseman.
Good start.
He gets like 2 hits in every game.
Yeah.
You know, I saw his dad last night. I said, Chris, I'm sorry he's off to such a slow start. I hope he gets hot at some point. Because so they can hit. How about this? Watching baseball last night. Brandon Sproat right now is a midweek starter.
Wow. 100 miles an hour?
They hit 97 last night.
Yeah. Let's say,
97, Dan.
Oof.
Okay. Now, I mean, you're hitting 97.
That's a bevy of riches, my friend.
Yeah. So
if he can't crack the top 3, wow.
No, I bet he pitches this week. You know, Coppola, the 6'8" freshman.
He's got some back issues.
He's got some back stuff. So Barco's been unreal. He'll pitch Friday. I think they're going to leave Manning on Sunday. So I wouldn't be surprised if Coppola can't go again. They used Abner last week, the freshman left-hander, but I wouldn't be surprised if they use Sproat on Saturday. I think he's probably only threw 2 innings last night.
Frank's referring to a trip down to Gables to take on the Hurricanes. So it's kind of amps up a little bit here after losing 2 out of 3 on the opening weekend. What have they won 6 in a row, I think?
Yeah. But I'm telling you, he's got a good little team now. They can hit. They're young. They got a lot of young guys. They got you see the freshman catcher. You've watched it. The freshman catcher did.
I saw him in his first at bat hit a home run. Did he play last night?
No, I didn't see if he got in last night.
Yeah.
But up until last night, he had 2 at bats in his career, home run and a double.
Okay? Yeah.
So
I heard him raving about him. I'm excited to see him. Why isn't he? Is he just not ready quite yet? Or
well, they've got 2 pretty good catchers. Matt Cassetti, who's a good defensive catcher, and they got this guy BT Riopel, a transfer from Coastal Carolina.
Oh, okay.
A left-handed hitter. They played him at first last night, but he's a catcher by trade.
Okay.
And he's a 5-hole hitter. Remember now, Kalilau and Armstrong haven't hit very well.
Right.
So they've moved down in the order. This guy Wyatt Langford from Trenton has been their cleanup hitter. He's mashing.
Yep.
And Riopel's been hitting 5th. So I'm telling you, they got some hitters. They're gonna hit. They're gonna hit. They got a pitch, but they're gonna hit.
Good.
So I mean, I like where that thing is.
All right.
I like that Kelly Ray Finley got the 5-year job extension.
I kind of limped in here, Frank. I mean, we better step it up, or I'm gonna start calling for some heads over there.
I know they struggled at the end, but I think she's going to be great.
Yeah.
I like. You know what? If basketball can get in, with all the attention being paid to Napier. Yeah. And I talked to Jeff Cardozo last night on the show. He's the play-by-play voice of the baseball team. He does pre and post for football. He does the coaches show.
Sure.
I asked him about Napier. We asked all the attention. Hayes actually asked him all the attention Napier's getting. He said, "You know what, guys?" He said, "It's interesting when you find a guy that the first thing he says is, 'What can I do to help you?' And then he says, 'Tell me about yourself a little bit. How'd you wind up here, and how do we work together?'" I've told this story. this isn't a Gator thing, it's a Jaguars thing.
Mhm.
But I told this story. It's the play-by-play voice of the Jags. First thing I noticed about Doug Peterson when I met him,
Mhm.
Frank, how do I help you? I know you call, since you're calling the games, let me know what I can do to help. Let's meet during the week so you'll know kind of the game plan, whatnot. Well, and I was really taken by that.
Wow.
Well, Jeff said that's exactly how Napier is. Napier, he reaches out to people, says, what can I do to help you?
Well, that's
So,
awesome. That's
so
awesome.
all the attention he's getting, if basketball can get in, I think baseball's going to have a nice year. There's health in the program down there. Dan. That's what I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
I
Health.
like it. I like the way things are going right now. Nice gymnastics win over a
Yes.
Boomer Sooner. Softball playing well. So let's keep it rolling here.
All Things Gators are very good. That is All Things Gators, folks. Dan Hicken and Frank Frangie. Hick,
Yes, thank you,
week.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, se-ortho.com for all your needs. Frank, we'll talk to you next week. Thanks, buddy.
Oh, okay.